So, this is Kyoko's room. Yeah, that's pretty hot. Yeah. Yeah, baby girl's room. Nice and plain and sexy. I like it. Under the sheets.
What?
Oh, you know, I'd like to get under your sheets, baby girl. Oh. Welcome back, everybody, to another Splash God experience. I'm Splash Brad Zero, also known as the Splash God, and we are back playing Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc, episode 20.
My man!
So, what happened in the last episode? We did not figure out who the fuck that was. Well, actually, we did figure out who the fuck that was that attacked us that one night, but we are unsure of who is under the mask because after waking up, we brought to the gym by Hina after they just find Monokuma idle, not moving, loading, not processing, out of order. Yeah, they started dismantling him, seeing what makes him tick. Then they got the bright idea of trying to break down the headmaster's room. But before that happened, Byakuya sent Toko away to go fetch an axe and came back as Genocide Jack. What had Genocide Jack found was a body. The same person that assaulted me during the nighttime wearing that mask, who is a female. But we are unsure of who it is exactly. They think it's me, the 16th student. I forgot her name already. Throughout investigating her body just a little bit, Toko accidentally touches it too fast. She gets blown up. We investigate the body further when it is scorched. Find a key that leads to the data center. Inside the data center, we find the surveillance room with a bunch of monitors displaying all what the cameras see throughout the whole entire school. And we also find out that Monokuma was not idle. He was just playing us for a fool. Gave us a little tidbit of hope and ultimately crushing it with despair. He is not dead. He is very much alive, and he reveals us the truth that we are being broadcasted live to the whole world, and everybody thinks we're in a fucking reality show. So yeah, but after that, he pretty much explains oh, you discovered a body. Time to investigate for a trial. This is a trial of the masked person. We are not 100% sure who it is. We think it's the 16th student, but there is little hints that it might be Kyoko, which I doubt because Kyoko is baby girl. And that would never happen, right? So what to expect in this episode? It is the investigation of the masked assailant. We will find out maybe who she is, clues to who she is. Maybe Kyoko will pop up somewhere. I do not know. But this is the investigation to the upcoming trial, which will be the next episode. This will all be investigation, this whole episode. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Please leave a like and a comment of what you think. Maybe you know who it is. Please do not spoil it, but you can give guesses. Guesses are okay. Please do not spoil it if you know already. Also, if you are new and are not aware, if you go through my channel, go through playlists, you will see the Danganronpa playlist, and you can watch from episode 1 to now if you're just watching from this episode. And also subscribe, obviously, if you haven't already. Other than that, guys, let's get into it. Alright. Let's see what we got here. So we got some stuff to look at around. So we'll look at that stuff first, talk to the people, and then look at the main scene. This is the panel that controls the sprinklers. They're set to turn on at 7:30 every morning, and Monokuma said that the time positively couldn't be changed. Huh? Hold on. So the sprinklers turn on at 7:30 each morning, right? Then, if the body was here before then, the sprinklers should have gotten it wet, which would mean that the murder must have taken place. Sprinklers. See? Yeah, that's so. Chicken! I remember there were some chickens in the chicken coop. I count 4 chickens. Huh? 4?
Yo!
Brother, what's going on, Makoto?
Oh, I'm glad you're here. Listen, do you remember how many chickens there were in here?
Brother, of course, there were precisely 5.
Yeah, right?
Huh?
Huh? What's wrong?
There are only 4 chickens here now. Well, 1 short.
Huh? Brother, no! What the fuck?
That's so weird. I wonder when it disappeared.
But...
Brother, I was down here just before nighttime last night, and there were definitely 5 chickens, and...
What?
What are we gonna do? Going from 5 to 4 is gonna have an impact on the structure of the world.
Conspiracy!
It's like a jigsaw puzzle. Even if a single piece disappears, the entire world will remain unfinished.
I did my best to ignore Hero and focus on the problem at hand. Why did one of the 4 chickens disappear? Could it be related to the case? Chicken coop.
Brother, chicken!
Fucking chicken. The Monokuma flower, huh? Is it true? Does it really eat paper, plastic, and people? Anyways, I don't think it's related to the case, so I'll just stay away. Yeah, I would too. Fuck that thing. I would not want to go in there. Those nozzles poking out. Are those the sprinklers? Okay, I guess we're not gonna go into detail. Just to be sure, I should take a look at the tool shed. This room is dusty and disorganized. In other words, a pretty stereotypical tool shed. Is this a tarp? Wait, was there a tarp in here before? I should probably look into that. It could be related to the case. The top is wet and covered with mud and grime, but the underside is totally clean and completely dry. One side of that tarp is wet and dirty. Something about that bothers me. The tarp. That's the one thing in here that concerns me. Okay, cool. They tell you that probably to tell you that, like, oh, you don't need to waste your time. Awesome. I like it. That's just typical camera shit, right? Yeah. Okay. Listen, Makoto, can you remember how the body looked, before it blew up? If I remember right, it was wearing some kind of mask and a big white coat. Also, there was a knife sticking out of the stomach, and the area around it was stained with blood. Apparently, the wound had stopped bleeding, but the blood on the body was still wet. The Yakuza said not to touch it to avoid it getting all bloody. But for how much blood there was on the body, I didn't see any on the ground around it.
Okay.
Wow, thanks. That was a big help. Now that you explained it, I totally remember how it looked. Well, having to talk about it like that helped me remember it a lot better too. So, thank you too. Body before the explosion. Ah. Oh no, Toko. So who does that body belong to? Whoever it is, I'm not gonna look. I don't want to faint anymore. Oh, is she like irrelevant? I guess she is.
Brother, it's 11 o'clock right now.
Okay, and?
We're serious.
Oh, well, I was just thinking about when we first found the body.
When the body was found, huh? I should look back at what I did this morning to help me remember when that was. Monokuma's announcement woke me up at 7 o'clock as usual, and I headed for the dining hall pretty soon. Once I got there, I met up with Hina. That was right around 7:30. Then I headed to the gym, where everyone else was waiting. Next, Toko went to get the pickaxe, and that's when she found the body. What time was it then? Now then, Toko, what time is it? Well, when we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock, so it's probably 9 on the dot now. That's right. Had to have been around 9 o'clock.
You know?
Oh yeah, brother. Now that you mention it, I think you're right. So I think we can say for sure that the body was found at 9 a.m. Okay, my job's done.
That's a pretty small job. when the body was found.
Good timing, Makoto. I want to talk to you.
What do you want to talk about?
So, in other words,
I'd like to hear your alibi.
Alibi?
in other words,
Correct. I'd love to hear where you were after nighttime began last night.
Well, I was sick, so I was asleep all night. But why are you asking about that now? And what's that nighttime got to do with it?
naturally.
Isn't it obvious this murder took place after nighttime?
How can you know that for sure?
Because just after nighttime began, I came to the garden. I was going around looking for everyone, so I could tell them about Monokuma. Kira's been spending most of his time in the garden the last few days, so I figured he'd be here. And I can confirm that when I arrived last night, there was no body here.
In other words,
So the murder could only have taken place at some point during nighttime, after I left the garden. However, Toko, Hiro, Hina, and I were in the gym together the entire night last night.
What?
Once I found Hiro in the garden, we immediately went to Toko and Hina's room to get them. At that point, we all went to the gym and began dismantling Monokuma. As a precaution, we made sure not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. In other words, all four of us have airtight alibis. The only ones who don't have alibis
Are me and Kyoko.
that's right.
and if the
Oh, shit. Fucking skip that.
victim really is Kyoko,
Then I'm the only one without an alibi.
also when we went to get Hina and Toko, we stopped by your room as well.
What?
But you never came to the door. So, where precisely were you?
I'm telling the truth. I was in my room, but I was dead asleep. I had a fever, so...
That's hardly an alibi.
I know.
So, what now? You seem to be at quite the disadvantage here.
I'm the only one without an alibi. That's really bad, isn't it? Byakuya's account. God, motherfucker's always trying to grill me, yo. What the fuck? Alright, what do we got on the body, yo? 3 pieces, got rubble, a knife, and then the actual body. If I check the body more thoroughly, maybe then I'll find out for sure if it's Kyoko or not. Yeah, I'd know her body anyway. Okay. The lower half of the body didn't get wet at all. After the body blew up, the top half got set on fire, so I dumped a bucket of water on it. Which explains why the bottom half isn't wet. There's something strange about that, right? I don't know, why are you asking me? The white jacket the victim was wearing got totally burnt up. There's only one little piece left. The upper half of the body got set on fire in the explosion, so it's totally blackened. Also, the top half of the body is wet. That's because it got set on fire and I threw water on it. Since I only threw water on the part that was on fire, the top half, the bottom half is still dry. In other words, there's nothing strange about the top half being wet. There isn't, right? I don't fucking know, dude. I'm confused of what you just said. Exploded body analysis. That wasn't everything, though. Right? Yeah, I didn't... Is that a tattoo? Huh? There's something weird about the body's fingernails. What the hell? Is that a wolf? And these are fake nails. They're really long. They seem like they get in the way of normal activity. Fake nails. There's also something on the back of her right hand. Is this a tattoo? It got burned, so I can't make out the whole thing, but it looks like it's a picture of a dog or something. I've never seen anything like it before. Tattoo on the right hand. Yeah, I doubt that Kyoko had a fucking tattoo, but then again, we never saw her hands. So I guess, I don't know. Step away from the dead body, yeah. I have to click on this first, but these look like fragments or something. What the fuck is that? They're all burnt, so I can't really be sure, but I feel like I've seen something like it before. But where? Wait, was it there? I'll have to double check that later. What? Fragments near the dead body. What are you talking about, dog? I can't investigate it if you don't tell me. There's a knife laying on the ground. Is this? It must be the knife that was stuck in the body before it exploded. The force of the explosion must have thrown it over here. The Monokuma file said that the knife went all the way through the body, from front to back. Does that mean this knife is what caused the fatal injury? Either way, this knife looks really familiar. Wait, is this? Yeah, no shit. That's it. It's a knife that person was holding. This is getting really weird. There are just too many strange coincidences. Whoever the person in the mask was that attacked me last night, they were holding that knife. And that same knife was used to stab that same masked attacker we found here. So maybe this masked person got stabbed because when they attacked, I was in a kind of trance. Maybe I reacted by grabbing the knife. And maybe then I... And if this really is Kyoko... No, there's no fucking way, dog. Like, no, don't stop fucking playing with me, dog. It would mean Kyoko is the one that attacked me. But why the mask? Oh, there goes the music. I just don't know. I don't remember anything clearly from last night. No, it can't be. There's no way. Knife at the crime scene. I think I've checked everything I need to in this area, but I'm not done yet. There are other areas I need to check. Specifically, that fragment I found before. There's somewhere I need to go in order to confirm my suspicions. And I still need to find out more about Kyoko. Is that corpse really Kyoko? That's true. Was that also Kyoko who attacked me last night? If I can find out more about her, maybe I can answer that question. Kyoko was never the kind of person to talk about herself all that much. Maybe if I can get into her room, I'll be able to find out more. But the key to her room...
It's all clear now.
I will simply limit your options. I cannot allow you to engage in any further suspicious activity.
What?
Limit my options.
Just give up.
Give me the key to your room, bitch.
I don't have a choice. I have to see if he'll let me borrow her room key. Give me that shit, brother! Hey, Byakuya?
If you do come up with an alibi, I'd be happy to hear it later at the class trial.
Oh, no, it's not about that. You have the key to Kyoko's room, right? I was hoping I could borrow it.
I'm afraid I can't take that risk. You're the prime suspect after all.
What?
Of course, if I were to go with you, that would be a different story.
Then, will you go with me?
Sorry, I have my own agenda to take care of. Find me again later and we'll see.
Goodbye.
Depending on my mood, I may go with you or I may not.
Come back later, huh? Oh, you dickhead! Okay, then in the meantime, I should look around somewhere else. Maybe I should check out that one area. What area? What is he talking about? I don't know what he's talking about. Like, what the fuck? Kind of highlight it for me, right? The gym?
Is it the room? Monakuma's laying dismantled on the floor, but I figured it wouldn't be here.
You know?
But I just found something. What is it? It's...
Huh?
But it's what? A bomb. There's one installed in every Monokuma robot, I'm sure.
What?
Brother, a bomb? And that bomb went missing. There's no doubt about that. Fragments I found in the garden. Fragments near the dead body. That's a fragment of the bomb? How'd the fucking bomb get there? What the fuck? Okay, I've checked everything else I can think of. All that's left now is Kyoko's room. I should head back to the garden and ask Byakuya. Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, bitch, give me the keys to my girl's room, baby. No, not you, motherfucker. Ugh. You think you can go soon, Byakuya?
Let's go.
You wanted to check out Kyoko's room, right? Very well, let's go. Wait for me! Byakuya walked off without a second glance, and I hurried after him on our way to the dorms. Hey! Well then, here we go. Byakuya took out the key and slid it into the keyhole, and then... and it's open. Looks like it. Thanks. So, this is Kyoko's room. Yeah, that's pretty hot. Yeah. Yeah, baby girl's room. Nice and plain and sexy. I like it.
What?
You wanted to come here, right? So what is it you're looking for? Nothing in particular. I just thought we might find some kind of clue here. A clue that might help us. A clue that might help us understand Kyoko.
Come on.
You can't be serious. That's why you made me take time out of my search to come here. Sorry. Regardless, if you plan on poking around at random, you're doomed no matter how much time you take. Surely you have something more concrete. Something to give us some sort of direction here. More concrete? Oh, I know. Earlier Kyoko gave me something. Huh? What's this?
It's true.
Consider it a symbol of my determination. Don't open it yet. Only open it if something ever happens to me. I'm sure I have it somewhere here. Found it.
What's in the envelope?
Kyoko gave it to me. She said if something ever happened, I should open it.
Well, something has certainly happened, so open it.
Okay. I opened the envelope and looked inside. Inside was a single piece of paper. Under the sheets.
What?
Oh, you know, I'd like to get under your sheets, baby girl. Oh!
That's all that was in there.
Yeah, it looks like it. Under the sheets. What could it be? Under her bed sheets, obviously, but I'm gonna look at other shit. Here's the bathroom. She might have certain articles hanging out to dry. I better not look inside. Oh, I know we want to see those articles. What the fuck is this? There's something on the table. What the hell is that thing? It's a wood block decoration.
What?
What's that? What purpose does it serve?
I think it's probably a key. The lockers at those really traditional public bathhouses use them for the lockers.
I wouldn't know. I never gone to a public bathhouse.
That doesn't really surprise me. It's hard to picture Byakuya doing something like that.
It's certainly possible.
But if it is a key, I think I might know what it unlocks.
Really? What?
Unless I'm mistaken. I'm pretty sure I saw something in the dojo that this might go to.
The dojo?
Woodblock key. But could something be hidden under the bedsheets? Part of me didn't expect to find anything, but as I lifted up the sheets... What's this? Found a crumpled up piece of paper. Mukuru Kusaba, sex, female, Hospeak class number 78, student registry. Mukuru Kusaba?
I see.
It appears to be Mikuru Kusaba's profile. Yeah, looks like it. That's probably the other thing Kyoko stole when she snuck into the headmaster's room, along with the key.
What the fuck? Oh, God, you're so annoying. Fine, I'll tell you. It was a key and motherfucking shit. That's it.
This must be the blank that Monokuma was talking about. Kyoko said a death without meaning was unappealing. This is what she left behind? I don't have time for your sentimental indulgences. Hurry up and finish your search. Okay. I made an effort to pull myself together, then looked down at the profile sheet. Name, Mukuru Kusaba. Sex, female. The ultimate soldier, what? Oh, shit! Wait, did we already know this? I don't remember. Although small for her age, she was a military specialist trained in every weapon type imaginable. She showed an interest in the military from childhood and soon found herself completely absorbed in it. In elementary school, she won a survival game tournament and began writing for military magazines. Just before entering middle school, while she and her family were on vacation in Europe, she disappeared. Oh. The story of a young Japanese girl being kidnapped quickly took over Japanese media outlets. An intense international investigation turned up no information, and she was never found. However, she reappeared in Japan 3 years later, alone and completely unannounced. She revealed that she had joined a mercenary group known as Fenrir for those 3 years. She insisted that she hadn't been kidnapped, that she received battle training of her own volition. However, she never revealed why she decided to return home when she did. Mikuru's profile. The ultimate soldier, a mercenary group. This doesn't feel real. The world I grew up in, it's a completely different dimension. It's like one's non-fiction and the other is sci-fi, and there's no way to even compare the two. That's how different this is. That was how I saw things, as just an ordinary person. But then,
I see.
I never imagined I would hear the name Fenrir in a place like this.
Huh, you recognize it?
Naturally.
The Fenrir Mercenary Corps is a collection of battle-crazed warmongers. But they do have their uses, and they always get the job done. That's worth remembering. This is all part of a world totally removed from the one I live in. I have to say, I'm intrigued. Every rumor I've heard says that Fenrir has already...
Found it!
Oh, I feel like our hero is becoming a bit player, and a bit player is becoming our hero. Ah, it's you ass!
What?
Huh? What have you got in your pretty little hand there?
What?
Uh-oh, you found her profile? So what if we did?
Hey, come on now!
Don't freak out on me, I'm not gonna hold it against you or anything. And in case you're wondering, I don't hold it against Kyoko either, even though she stole it and hid it. After all, there's no rule against stealing, is there? But who I can't forgive is Miss Ogami, who broke the rules and busted into the headmaster room. Maybe I'll drag her corpse out here and slice it up and devour it. Bears are omnivorous, you know.
What?
Are rule violations really so unforgivable? You're quite adamant about those regulations of yours.
Oh, of course I am. A proper school life is built on the dedication to organization and order. Which is why even I, as a school headmaster, have to follow the regulations myself.
Oh, so you're saying you have to follow your own rules as well?
Of course!
Abso-freaking-lutely, I can't have you complaining about how unfair it all is, now can I?
Hmm.
In fact, on the subject of fairness, would you like to know something interesting? Interesting? It's about the one writing on the rules. They're actually one of the participants in this killing game. I don't think I ever actually told you how many participants there actually were, did I? Oh, I was thinking I should probably clarify that.
Hey,
When all of you first got together in the main hallway back when, there were 15 people there, right? I think that first meeting may have led to a little misunderstanding among you all. Misunderstanding? Are you saying...
in other words,
That's right, there weren't actually 15 of you.
yes indeed!
The total number of students taking part in this killing game was actually 16. 16? Then...
Mukuro Ikusaba,
Oh yeah, here we go again.
the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school.
Yeah.
The one they call the ultimate despair.
Oh yeah.
Watch out for her.
I will. The 16th student, Mukuro Kusaba. She's part of this school life. So the one making all the regulations is...
Why?
Why?
Huh?
Oh, did you say something? Why are you telling us this? Oh, well, because... like I told you, this killing game is desperately popular. You wouldn't believe the ratings. And since we've got so many viewers now, I wanted to make sure everyone's on the same page. I don't want to wake up to a hurricane of complaints and hate mail, you know?
Yes indeed!
Makes sense.
Well now,
Okay, that's all you get from now. Oh, actually, I do have some revenge to get, so I have an extra bonus for you. Revenge? Oh, I wanted to get back at that sneaky Miss Kirigiri song and to share a little secret with you. Seriously?
hey,
You know how she wears those stupid gloves day in, day out, all the time. Well, don't tell anyone I told you, but... she wears them to cover a bunch of hideous scars that she doesn't want anyone else to see. What? Oh, okay, now that's all you get. Monokuma's account. Kyoko wears those gloves to cover up a bunch of scars? Wait, so on the back of her hand... it's a tattoo. Wait, but no. Monokuma specifically said there were scars, right? And that's why Kyoko wears those gloves, to hide the scars. Which means... there's fake nails on the corpse. Are you thinking about Kyoko again? Huh?
What?
Forget about her. What matters right now is uncovering Monokuma's trap. His trap?
Such ignorance.
God must have really hated you to make you so dull. Don't you remember what Monokuma just told us? He said there were 16 students, right? Which means Mukuro was a student here.
That's right.
Obviously, Monokuma was trying to tell us that Mukuro is the one creating the rules of the game. But why would he tell us that? And why now? He said he wanted to make things clear so there wouldn't be any complaints later. But the mere fact that he said that proves that Mukuro is connected to this case. That's why Monokuma revealed the existence of a 16th student. He needs to make our investigation fair. Mukuro is related to the case?
It's certainly possible.
Perhaps she's the one who killed Kyoko. What? That would explain why we would have to have a class trial, wouldn't it? If she's a student and she killed someone, that would make her part of the school killing game. Mukuro is the killer? She killed Kyoko? Anyone should be able to come to that conclusion, don't you think? In fact, that's exactly why I thought when the investigation first began.
What?
Oh, that's exactly what I thought. Fuck. But, based on what Monokuma just told us, I've changed my mind.
It's all clear now.
Mukuro Kusaba isn't the culprit. Huh? What makes you say that? We thought Mukuro the Ultimate Despair was the mastermind's true identity. But if that's true, Monokuma's behavior makes no sense. Why would the mastermind go out of their way to reveal themselves to us? That's a good point.
So, in other words,
Mukuro giving us information that would raise question about her would be bold, to say the least. It makes more sense, then, to assume that Mukuro isn't the culprit. So that's the trap? They wanted to suspect Mukuro and come to the wrong conclusion? That's what makes sense to me.
The way you say it, it definitely does seem possible, but if that's really true, if Mukuro isn't the killer, then who is?
Well then, I believe our work here is finished. Let's move on. I'm sure there are other places in need of investigation.
I should find out if that key and the dojo really are connected.
let's go.
Well, are you coming?
Let's get it!
So it's a locker, right? Hurry up and check the locker. That's what we're here for after all. 6, right? There are wooden lockers here.
They use woodblock keys, just like those super traditional public bathhouses. Looks like the key we found in Kyoko's room really does go to one of these lockers.
I see.
Makoto, do you see the locker farthest to the right?
Very strange.
That's the only one that doesn't have a key in it at the moment. You understand what that means, right?
I should probably use the key we found in that locker, right?
That's right.
Well, just try it. Okay.
Took out the woodblock key and inserted it into the locker's metal lock, and the locker eagerly accepted the key and it opened. There are arrows in here. It looks like 10 arrows in total.
They look like they're made of titanium, which means they're quite strong despite how thin they are. Of course, without a bow, they're nothing but strong little sticks.
Strong sticks. Titanium arrows. Oh, there's something else in the locker. It's a wadded up ball of duct tape. I don't know what this was used for. Is that a blood stain?
I see.
If it is, that means it must surely be related to the case.
This duct tape is related to the case somehow. But how could it possibly be involved? Bloody duct tape. I think that's all the locker has to offer for now. Is something wrong?
Very strange.
It's very odd, don't you think? The locker was hiding items that were clearly related to the case. But how did the key to the locker wind up in the victim's room?
Why?
Or perhaps... the Akira? Forget it. Come on, we need to continue on to the next location. Huh? What next location?
What?
There's still something we need to look into. We need to do more research on Fenrir. Fenrir? You mean the mercenary group that Mukuro was part of? But how are we supposed to find out about that? Isn't it obvious? Where in the school would you go to do research on something? Research? Are you talking about the archive?
That's right. The archive has all kinds of info that the general public doesn't have access to.
Let's go.
We only have so much time before the trial begins. Let's hurry.
Oh shit.
I believe there was a file related to Fenrir somewhere over here.
Yaku seemed to know the archive like the back of his hand and went straight to a shelf in the back.
Ah, here we go.
He quickly returned with the file in hand.
I see.
Take a look at this.
I have no idea what it says. What language is this?
How do you make it all the way to high school without learning a single word of French?
I'm pretty sure most high schoolers can't speak French.
Well, whatever. I'll read it for you, but I expect you to repay your debt 100 times over. 100 times. Isn't that kind of extreme? Fenrir is an elite fighting unit based out of the Middle East. Unlike military contractors, there are a fierce group of soldiers who are engaged in direct combat. They claim that a single member is equivalent to an entire company of regular soldiers. Just like Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok, their mere presence is enough to strike fear into an enemy. They have been involved in countless military battles and operations, most of which are highly classified. However, some time ago, they completely ceased all activity. At present, their continued existence cannot be confirmed. There are unconfirmed reports that the key members of the groups were all neutralized. Rumors indicate they were killed to keep them from revealing the many state secrets they had acquired. Some, however, believed there was mounting internal tension within the group, and they simply imploded.
What?
What is it? This all just sounds like some kind of alternate reality. Well, it isn't. This is our reality. The only reality. These people are a part of our world. Their battlefields are much different from our lives here, an unpredictable, unimaginable world. That's what makes it all so exciting. Exciting definitely isn't the word I would use. So, did anything jump out at you? This may be your last opportunity to learn about Fenrir. Now that you mention it, the report said something about where the name Fenrir comes from, right? That's right, it said Fenrir is the Wolf of Ragnarok. Speaking of which, would you like to know something interesting related to that? To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body. What? They got a tattoo of Fenrir? Could that mean? Mukuru Kusaba's profile. Well, that's it? Oh, brother, man, this is gonna be a short-ass episode. Ooh. I think I did that a little too fast, maybe.
Time is utterly silent, and yet it constantly assaults us, organisms, the earth, natural phenomena. It damages us little by little until the end. You should really think about that.
He's saying different stuff now.
Anyway, it's time to begin the class trial. So, please meet up in the usual spot.
Hold on, what did you say before? Okay. Time is utterly silent, and yet it constantly assaults us organisms, the earth, natural phenomena. It damages us little by little until the end. You should really think about that. Time is utterly silent, constantly assaulting us. It damages us little by little until the end. You should really think about that. Is that just like life life going on and you aging because of time? I don't know if it even has anything to do with this, but whatever.
See you later.
Then the time has come. What we can do now is try to uncover the truth during the class trial.
That's right.
It would seem that way. Let's go. Oh shit.
Alrighty guys, that's gonna be it for today for Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc episode 20. This is one of those short episodes, guys, but it is an investigation episode, and that's all I want to focus on because I want the class trial to be like a whole episode in one. I don't really want to split it. Obviously, if it ends up being like super stupid long, like 3 hours, I'm gonna split it, but most likely not. So they don't usually take that long. I don't know. Maybe this one might take longer. I don't know. So what happened in this episode? We investigated the body of the masked assailant. Found out a bunch of things. So we learned that it is probably Mukuru Kusaba in there, because we figured out that Mukuru Kusaba is indeed the 16th student. Well, we confirmed that, but Monokuma confirmed that there are 16 students in total instead of 15 like everybody else originally thought. And with that, we got a little background information on Mukuru Kusaba. went to that little library section in the back room of the library, and discovered that she was a part of like a mercenary group, the Wolves of Ragnarok, I think it was called. Found out there were like a bunch of badasses, like fucking straight murking people. And we knew that she was a part of that group because each member of that group has a tattoo of a wolf on some part of the body. As you saw during the investigation of the body, when we looked thoroughly at it, we looked at her hand, and there is that tattoo of a wolf, like engraved in like a circle. I think we all know who it is, but I'm not gonna say for sure. Maybe, maybe a little plot twist here and there. I have no idea, but fucking there's a bunch of stuff. The chicken was missing for some fucking reason. There's pieces of the bomb that was originally with us, and it got over there to the victim's body somehow. I don't know, because when we went back to the dismantled Monokuma, that bomb wasn't there, and it wasn't ticking. Like, it was completely like disarmed. But then we found pieces of it, and what the fuck, again, that we found that knife that came from my room, which was the same person that assaulted me with. That's still unclear, really, like what the fuck happened that night. But I don't know, we might find out in the class trial. What else? Monokuma has a big beef with Kyoko. I'm kind of confused about one thing. The tarp. What did the tarp have to do with anything? That tarp we found in the tool shed, it was dirty on one side and clean on the other. I might figure it out later while I'm like contemplating life, laying in bed or something before I actually fall asleep. But I can't picture it. I don't know, like maybe that the original body was in that, but it was like there was no blood on it, so I don't know. Oh, and also Kyoko's little key to that locker in the dojo had those titanium, or was it titanium or platinum? Titanium arrows in it, like a shit ton, and then a bunch of duct tape and blood. I cannot put it together. I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea what went on. I have no idea how that person got there. I don't know when that person got there. I am confused. This is probably like the most confusing like investigation or murder, whatever you want to call it. Because I kind of like pieced together every other one in my head, every murder. And I was like either half right or I was like completely right. But yeah, I don't know with this one. So what to expect in the next episode. We will undergo the next class trial. Yeah, for Mikuru Ikusaba or Kyoko, maybe that's Kyoko. I have no idea. I'm so confused. Well, I'm not confused, but I'm just like, well, I am confused. I don't know. Yeah, we have our information. We have our truth bullets. We should have some new skills from messing around with Byakuya. I forgot what the skill was, but we'll see it later. But yeah, stay tuned for that. Not next week, but the week after that. As always, guys, as mentioned before, please, if you enjoyed, leave a like. Let your friends know. Share it with them. Also, if you haven't already, press that little bell notification button at either the top right or top left of your screen. I don't remember. But that will keep you in the loop of my videos whenever I drop on the instant, so you can be the first one to watch. Also, leave a comment, yo. Leave a comment. Let me know what, like, if this is like got you like fucked up in the head, like what do you think? Who, why, what, when, where? Like, what the fuck? What? I'm confused. I don't know. Let me know. Let me know. Don't spoil it, please. If you know, please don't spoil anything. But leave a comment, maybe just a suggestion, something like that. And also, guys, if you guys are new, which I see a lot of you are, and are not subscribed, please do so. I would really appreciate it. It would help out a lot. I'm trying to get out there. I'm trying to reach 100 maybe for the end of this year. So help me out with that, guys. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. And I will see you in the next Splash God experience.